Just wanted to make a video on my 2000 Kawasaki KLR650. It's October 2024. I just finished commuting with it all weekend. I think that'd be my last weekend commuting with it. This is the weekend before Canadian Thanksgiving. So today it's, I believe, the 7th. When I'm making it's Monday the 7th. I can't see my watch and I don't know what day of the week it is. So it doesn't matter. I know it's Monday. I haven't made too many changes to the motorcycle since last year in the late summer, early fall, when I made my video on the bike itself and then again on the luggage system. The only couple changes I've made, so this year, I believe all I've really done that I can remember is I sort of just painted up my my hand guards black because you could see the greens coming through, but they were like a bright Kawasaki green. The tires have been changed this year. I put Dunlop Trail Max Missions on it, and I love them. They're great for the road, and they're fine for just light terrain like this and a little bit of gravel. That's what this bike is for. It's meant to sort of, wander off into the yonder unknown. And if I'm doing what I did today, I hit like 5, 6, 7 different construction sites with gravel and crap, and this was perfect. I didn't have to worry about dropping it. I didn't have to worry about it being a fancy Harley or something, nice BMW to drop. So the tires, the other ones were 60/40s. These are 80/20s or 90/10s on-road, off-road. So these are a lot more suited for the commute I make with this motorcycle. And I really, really like them. They're doing great. I have them both around 30 psi for the highway, and that's working out great today especially. The only thing I think I've changed other than that were these mirror stanchions right here. They're extensions. I got them for 18 bucks off Amazon. Best little cheap mod I've done is put my mirrors out over my shoulders instead of into me. I'm not like dodging and trying to dodge my own shoulder to see. A lot better for viewing what's going on. I don't know if I mentioned last year, I don't think I did. I have a Ram mount X grip. It's got the little rubber thing there. This works great. Rubber thing broke because I pull it like really, really hard on my phone, and I have a phone case, but it works great. I did mention about switching up my tank bag, and I didn't do it till just recently. I actually used my Icon tank bag, which doubles up as a helmet holder and a backpack for when I'm going into malls and such. But it was really, really big, and the way the wind blows up through the cowling and up the tank, it was kind of blowing it off, and it was really hard to keep it down. It was always blowing into me, and I really didn't like it. And I found this Core-Tech at, I believe it's called Re-Gear in Oshawa on Simcoe Street South. Great place. It was a $40 bag, and I picked it up, and it's got 8 magnets, and it's a lot smaller and compact. It's not bigger than the tank, and it wasn't coming up these big corners out here. It's not a backpack or a helmet holder, but it's got my maps, my glasses, my insurance and ownership. It's got my cables, chargers, it holds my hat. Those are my work gloves. It's got my first aid kit, car keys, house keys, all that stuff in there. I could put a wallet in there. I got my wallet pouch here. It's great. It's just a perfect little tank bag. I only had it the last 2 weeks here between September and October, and it's fantastic. I really love that thing. So it's a Core-Tech magnetic tank bag, and for 40 bucks I tried it out, and I'm so happy with it. It replaced my Icon Super Duty tank bag, whatever it was. So you can also maybe notice I'm not using the tail bag anymore. I'll probably buy a rain suit next year and put it in it and then use it up here somehow. And I just changed the orientation of my bags a little bit. I did a whole video on these bags. You can see these flaps here. These flaps pull out and they wrap over and Velcro on, but when my tailbone hits them, they really feel it. And that tank bag was right there, and I couldn't move back and forth. I was always putting all this pressure on just one small part of my butt and legs, and it was going right through my tailbone. And if I sat on here, it's the same thing, but with just the straps going through, I can kind of shift back and forth, and it doesn't really bother me at all. I could ride this bike a bit longer. So I sort of changed the orientation, And you can see where, I forget, these are dirt racks from Canada, and these bags sit right up really, really nice, and those flaps just fold right in. You can't see because of the pipe. And then I have these coming over and around, and I have it tied on, and there's 2 straps clipping each bag to these bars here, so they're on there really well. I have a, pardon me, a sheepskin in here that goes across my seat on. It straps all the way around here, and it's actually, I should have used it today. I used it going to Kingston back in August with some friends, and it was great for my tailbone all the whole trip. And I believe the only other mod was this Amazon muffler. I had this slip-on straight pipe thing, and it was taken apart by the previous owner, and it ended up falling apart on the highway. Lost the baffle, and then everything came apart because all the rivets were drilled out of it. The fellow who owned it before me took the packing out of it, and then the screen came out and melted this even worse than what it was. So we took it all apart. We found this one. I had to put the baffle in and put Loctite and everything on it, which worked. And this is working. It's just an Amazon special. And my friend welded it to the pipe for me, and it's working great. Nothing's melting, except that happened when my original pipe came loose. The one that was on here. But it's actually, I just parked it, and it's nice. It's pretty cool. It's warm, but pretty cool for a KLR. I got my back pressure. It seems to be working great. We've had this on for months, since June or July. So my friend welded it, and I'm really, really happy with the result of that. So the only changes I've done were the tires, which need to be done, and that pipe, which had to be done, and just the cosmetic changes on the bags. And I knew that tank bag was driving me nuts, but it holds my insurance. It holds a few important things. I don't like that. I like having stuff right there. So, and it's a metal bag. I don't know, a metal tank. So the bike is running great. I'm so happy I bought this old beast, and I can't recommend them more or less if you're looking for a cheap bike for work or just riding around. Do light trail riding, something you're not going to get too crazy and technical with. I really like this bike, and I'm going to keep it on the road, obviously, for winter. I'm not going to ride my cruiser in the winter, but it's going to be, riding through the winter just when I feel that itch for riding, and in the snow here in Ontario, Canada. So I thought I'd just let you guys know that this bike is still going strong. I'm enjoying it. It's, I get to watch my other videos to see everything that was done before it. I mean, I guess I put some decals on it because these were not on the bike before. It was just too bland. It's really, really black. It's just really blacked out, and I wear pretty blacked out gear. So you could just see more decals on it, just so you know. And people see me in the parking lots and stuff, they know it's a Cali. Anyway, I should try just to end the video before I you to death. But here she is. I love this bike, and I don't know what else to say. I did a lot of work on it last year, a little bit on it this year. It's one of those bikes that does kind of rattle itself apart in different ways than you'd think. But yeah, here it is. And this is my going to Africa bike. This is my going to Antarctica bike. Arctic Circle, So I'm going to run it in the winter the way I like to, when I feel like it, when I'm getting the itch to ride. And we'll see how it goes, and we'll do another update video next year. So I hope you enjoyed this, and leave me any questions in the comments if you have any for me.